16, Charlie Hull is trying to join that group. She is at the 12th, and here is her second, and she needs to get it going, Karen. 2 down.
She does. She's got to stage a little bit of a comeback, and that will help for sure.
It's been a bit of back and forth. Austin Kim made a nice start. She was 3 up through 5, and then Kyriakou battled back to get it to all square. This needs to just settle, otherwise it's going to run down the slope. It's right on the edge. Yeah, it's going to run down to the lower area.
All right, Charlie Hull for birdie at the 12th. Kay Cockrell is watching.
Well, and you could see not an easy putt. Even though she was only 6 feet away, she was above the hole, so that was very fast and had right to left moves from 4.5 feet.
Oh, goodness. Henselite must win this match against Charlie.
Underneath the hole now. Maybe a little pull to the right as it slows. Oh, goodness.
It does.
That was a big gift.
Left turn.
One of the women of the match.
Now Austin Kim keep the match tied up against Steph Kyriakou, so they will head to the 18th. On the card is more fun, so I'd like to see it in more matches.
This is Ina Yoon's third, the rookie from Korea.
And as soon as that left the club face, I thought
7-iron out, which to me means she's trying to hit this about 160 yards. And that's taking in the landing point, playing a little shorter, downwind.
That's a really good shot there, Kay. It's so difficult to get the ball close. It might even run on a little bit more, but still having a putt for a birdie. That last hole was brutal for Charlie. I mean, to get it back to 2 up and have a chance and throw it away, really.
Well, that got a little bit away from her. That was, she cut.
So if ties this hole or wins it, she's through.
she's put herself in a good spot here. Ball a little bit above her feet.
Oh, turns away. Oh, my word.
And if you're not...
Yeah, Charlie, these are kind of must-makes at this point.
Now, she was up and out of that very quickly, Tom.
Talented young Floridian went to Vanderbilt collegiately, looking for this one. Right front bunker.
He's got to play this out to the right. I mean, you could almost have, I mean, I think you could have used the slope of the bank even further right than that, because now it's going to come off the green, or not off the green, but down to that lower level. You almost have to play that out to the rough on the right and let it come down. Maybe not the rough, but
that was a
really long way away.
Oh, look at this lie, Karen. The third for Austin Kim.
Yeah, that's not what you want from being in this bunker. Doesn't make it very easy.
Oh, my. Off the scoreboard.
Bang.
Careful. This is going to go down to the lower level.
If it... I think that's almost a little bit of...
Going to the 18th. Yeah.
Never had a four-way playoff. Why not? Let's do it.
So this format was used in the first iteration
First
of this.
3 years. Remember, Kyriakou only needs to tie this hole. This is her birdie attempt.
I think that's a great...
I have. That's Lydia from the right-hand side of the fairway, ball below her feet, 128 yards to this elevated green. One down in the match to Carlota Ciganda.
Round of 16 tomorrow morning. Here's Siganda's second at 12.
And that was a full wedge for Carlota from the center of the fairway, more of a level lie.
17th, just a moment ago, Mi-Hyang Lee against Lucy Lee. Lucy's 1 up. Lucy's ball on the green, and Mi Yang Lee makes a massive mistake. That's the way the breeze.
Speaking of match play experience, Carlota Segundo, one of the best, and has a long resume in this format. And that was an incredibly good comeback par. Little.
It's actually a really good putt, because we saw a couple of putts earlier from the Charlie Hull match. How
Well, Esther Hinseleit of Germany knew coming into today that she had to beat Charlie Hull to have a chance. She's got 2 putts to close out Charlie here at 14. Solheim Cup teammate. They teamed up in the opening match, session 1. It's tied between Lauren Coughlin and Ina Yoon. This is a birdie attempt for Coughlin.
steady.
If they tie this hole and tie
In the match, going with a 7-iron seems to be the club du jour on this hole today.
There really is no way to stop the ball.
She hit that really high, but it's edging towards the left-hand side of the green.
I think if that's 2 yards to the right, I think that's probably the spot to land it with that club, and I think that could have potentially...
Brooke Henderson have not trailed at all this week. And that, for Sei Young, will guarantee her spot. All she needed was a half point today, and she is guaranteed that now. 2 up with 2.
She has very soft hands, though. Oh, delightful. I thought it'd be a good...
Finish it as early as you can.
Absolutely. Just keep going forward. You cannot sit back and let somebody else back in, because you never know. There have been some good comebacks, but don't want to give anybody that chance.
So now Panos got to win.
8 victories over in Europe, including last year's Spanish Open. Catches enough of the hole. Out of holes against Gino Tirikun. Gino's already found the green. Hejun Choi needs to do the same. This one dangerously right. Oh, careful. It's hit the rocks. Where's it gone? Oh, no. Well, I think that's going to be it here, because Gino's 5 up in the match.
To end up left of this hole, or it will curl down to the right side of the green. And that's a gap wedge. See how it lands and where it ends up. I don't think that's going to be high enough.
Well, we just saw here Naveed make one from down there. Are tied, and Lauren Coughlin won the 18th, so she and Lucy Lee play off. This is the par 4 first. Wow, aggressive. And she's rewarded.
Yeah, there's a penalty area that runs down the left side. You can see that bunker. See, Lucy's going for a shot over the bunker as well. Got to keep it down that left side.
Big hop.
Oh, just let it run through the fairway.
Trying to get a sandwich over the pine tree to the left-hand side of the green. Well, she did what she wanted to do. It's just so hard to get that ball to sit.
Oh, a couple of things come in play there. You have to, see.
No, going with the belly wedge. And missed her line and missed the speed.
Putting up. Be surprised to see I might make it.
This is the playoff between Lauren Coughlin and Lucy Lee. Second for Lee. Coughlin's in the fairway in a good spot.
Yeah, that's from the rough. That's why couldn't get that to spin at all.
That's going to be the most disappointing green in regulation. Looking at a reasonable 2-putt par. Coughlin with Lee well past the hole. What will she think about that one? Yes, Mao Saigo lost to Hate on You, so they had to go to a playoff to determine their group winner, and this was Saigo for birdie.
Well, and going against all the momentum which was on Yu's side, but Saigo really in that group.
So Saigo is into the weekend. How about the Russian Natalia Guseva taking on Alban Valenzuela, and a big par putt to guarantee it. Na Ren An has been outstanding. Last year made the semifinals. This was her second at 17.
She's a crazy steady player. I mean, a kind of golf this
Win over Hinako Shibuno. Aileen Kim was 2-0. She only needed half a point, taking on Amy Yang, and this was Yang's tee shot at 17.
tricky swirling wind on this 17th, and even though the flag isn't moving, it has been
15th, and another major champ, Ash Buhai, to move to the weekend. Yes, she closes out Alexa Pano, and she advances.
Hey, yeah, both players in this match hit good tee shots. That is 7-iron. Not struck ideally, but that's the place to miss it.
Yeah, just getting it to stay on the putting green, which is not always easy.
That looked like an 8-iron, trying to cut it, but it's not cutting. Going to end up, up in the rough beyond Lydia's. That was a...
She is presented by Progressive Insurance. Minji 3 down, fighting her way back. Paddy Tavatanikit has missed the green. That one needs to put the brakes on. We've seen that all day.
It's just impossible, Tom. I mean,
Yeah.
That was quite the up and down.
Yeah. Minji battling Paddy Tavatanikit. A lot about this group depends on what Madeline Sagström does.
there's just kind of perfect golfer out there. There has to be some dirt. You've got to have something you can give us.
I mean, watch this. This is probably not in the rough. I can't. There's no. There's no. Oh, actually, exact. Oh, okay. I mean,
a foot.
We weren't too battled out. I know Paddy from a long time ago.
Sure.
We played the Manalik Trophy, Asia versus Europe, about I don't know 7-8 years ago. So it's quite cool to see her on the big stage now too, and a winner.
Well, you're a big social media star, comfortable on camera. So why don't you take us to break here?
The draw, and if you hit a fade, you stick to that. So you just play accordingly to the wind, and this might catch the hill. Okay, so that.
So she's one down. Swirling wind here into off the right. What's the shot you hit here, Minwoo?
Well, how long do they have?
128.
128. Okay, so I'd say maybe like a 9-iron, 8-iron. It is
Patty T, her second.
So we'll see what she does here. She looks like she's going from the left side. That's actually a really good shot.
About as good as you can do, isn't it?
Kind of went under the limbs and through the rough, and that's a pretty good leave there. So Minji needs some work to do.
The green in front. Meanwhile, Carlotta is looking at eagle after hitting just an 8-iron into this green. Bombed a drive and hit 8-iron to about 20 feet. And looks like she
played. She tried to use the backboard, just didn't quite get it quite high enough. So she's got about 10, 15 feet. Naveed, conservative, Karen.
You know what, though? You can't really do anything else other than that, because you're going to end up all the way down on that lower tier. We saw
Carlotta Segunda.
she's got a wedge in her hand, and this going to the left side of the green, going to end up near where yesterday's hole location was.
Yeah, it's going to be on the green, which is the first part. Ruffles make bogey, so Naveed stays one up heading to the 18th tee. Now Ko.
That does keep Ko alive, correct? And that's a
It does
9-iron
indeed.
on it on the way. Really nicely
Well, that could
struck.
come back. At the 13th, and check in with the final match out today. Nelly Korda against Arya Jitanagan, playing for a spot in the quarterfinals. And Nelly just levels. was quite a bit of good. This is Eri Jutanagan. She just needs a half point from this match. Nelly needs to win. Doesn't love that one. And that's why.
Yeah, I think I fancy Nelly.
Must find a way to tie here at the closing hole to even have a chance. Gabby beat Carlota Segunda on Wednesday, but lost to Lydia Ko yesterday. She now needs Lydia to come back against Segunda. Hira was born. She grew up in Australia and plays under the Australian flag, and what a moment this could be for her. But she's got her work cut out here. She blocked out, isn't she?
Didn't get it close, so she's got a long par putt. Nelly delicate.
Wow. This green here. This is Gabby's second. Got to win the hole. Asking for it to go. Ooh, nearly went in. So advantage Gabby, but she's got to do it as this one comes back a little bit.
Taking it down the left side with that cut back to the middle, and that's going to trundle quite a bit. Players want to get their ball down there as far as they can to have the least amount of club into this very difficult last green. Fade. Might have leaked a little to the right. Yeah, but well short of the right fairway.
This to win the hole and tie the match. Humongous for Gabby, the U.S. Amateur champ.
Work, baby, work.
Struck it pretty nicely, a high cut shot.
This will get a little better, won't it?
Yep, it's going to take the slope.
Well, and a big bounce back from the three-putt bogey.
Came out a little lower. Oh, and it did not carry. Yeah, that was not hit well. I think it bounded down into the front bunker.
All right, so here's Nelly, one up, second at 14. We've seen this is not the worst place to be at 14 off the tee.
It's really not. And also, this is not the worst place to putt from, because it's...
Tonagarn, who raced her birdie putt past, has to make this and does. So Nelly remains one up.
Still dealing with a lot of left to right break. She hit that firmly. Too firmly.
Yeah, she talked yesterday after her match when we spoke.
Putting across almost the entire width of the screen. Left to right break. Good looking speed.
Wonderful effort, that. Wonderful effort. So that's going to be a
based on
4.
where she drove it.
Her third.
She has to be careful not to go underneath it as well.
That's what Hyo-Ju was trying to do.
Well, she's trying to keep it up on that top level, because if you go...
Yeah, that's impressive in every way. The game, the mind, and Stark.
Just needs a half point from this match, so she's really in command. Nelly needs to win the last 2.
This has a really good line.
Oh, long in the
did that
bunker.
go-
We've just seen, yeah, we just...
With a 9-iron. Just going to try to hit a little one. She's very good at little half shots. Oh, and that was too short. It
was
ends up
multi-century.
short of...
Championship, she's got experience. Needs to use it here. Oh, lovely touch.